Indoor football is back in Tulsa, and the IFL is already underway for the newest franchise, the Tulsa Oilers Football Team. We're excited to welcome Coach Marvin Jones to the studio to talk about the first home game coming up this weekend at the BOK. Welcome, Coach Jones.
Thank you.
We're glad to have you on. I wanted to start off with you. If folks aren't familiar, tell us about your career from college to pros and just kind of where you've been in your career.
Well, I went to Florida State and played there from 90 to 92 and played for the New York Jets for 11 years. Recently this past season, I was inducted to the College Football Hall of Fame. I've been in the indoor football ranks for, this is my 7th year.
And, you know, we see some video here. You mentioned about the VHS tapes. So we got this offline. So, no, but, I mean, you've played against some of the best players in the world. You know, get to Tom Brady twice a year at some points in your career. How do you communicate to players who are looking to get to the NFL? This is what you need to do. If you're going to make an impression in the IFL or in another league, if you want to make it to the highest league, how do you communicate that?
I mean, it's very difficult in many ways because a lot of times people haven't understand the ways that you've been able to achieve that. So what I try to do is relay to them the things that I did. I've had some of the greatest coaches, Bill Parcells, Belichick, so I played for some of the best guys. So I just say, listen, this is a path that you may take, and it's not 1,000% you're going to make it, but if you at least stay on that path, you have to give yourself a really good opportunity. And
we're also focused on the present because you're the coach of the IFL team.
Yes.
And how do you start up a team? How has that been going here? First year back in Tulsa, of course, Tulsa Talons years ago, now it's Tulsa Oilers. How do you build a team from pretty much the ground up?
Oh, it can be difficult, but my experience of having the 7 years, I've had guys that wanted to play for me. I keep in contact because it's a year-round job, so you have to recruit all the time. That is the key to indoor football, is being able to recruit. So I've been able to do that well. I feel like I have some great talent here. It's just going to take a couple weeks to get things going, but it is great and it's exciting. The people are loving it, so I'm so excited.
What is your recruitment schedule? Well, what's just your schedule like? Because you have to coach, right? But then you have to recruit yourself. What is your week-to-week, day-to-day schedule like,
well,
just on average?
Well, it's incredible because guys just don't believe that you have time to sleep. So they don't think you sleep. So all hours of the day, all day, I get emails from different places. There's different teams out there that want to move players or trade players per se. So there's a lot of activity on a day-to-day basis, and you have to be up on your game because there are 13 other teams that are also vying for the services of these guys.
What is your message to, let's start with some of the older players. Maybe a couple years ago they thought, okay, well, this is my last stop, and now they have new life as an IFL player. What are kind of your messages to the older players?
One of the things I always tell them is that, you know what, you're not going to have a long career. I mean, so at least, play for that name on the back of your jersey, what type of legacy you want to leave. If you have grandkids or children per se, I mean, you want to have them opportunity to put some good film together for them or some good memories. But there are some really good players, veteran players that are older that make the game fun.
And what kind of players are you looking for to be Tulsa Oilers? What is kind of the profile that you want them to fit mentally, physically? What are you looking for?
Well, the first thing is I want guys that want to be invested in the community. First off, I think that's important when you have an indoor football team because the part of the game is about being intimate, being close to the fans. The relationships are a lot different in that aspect. So I want guys that want to be here. First off, they're sold on the city. They're sold on the team, the organization. We have great ownership. We have great general manager. We have great front office and everybody that just loves football and excited about it.
Talk about Andy Skirdo a little bit, the owner, because obviously he owns the hockey team, and he got a lot of publicity for buying these two teams, kind of moving to town and buying these franchises. Tell me a little bit about Andy and what's that been like.
Well, I tell you what, it's been exciting. I mean, he's definitely 1,000% the reason why I took the job, just through the interviews and my conversation with him, because he really cares about the community. He wants to do something for the people here, and he's entrenched in it, obviously, through other organizations and businesses. He's shown that. So that's the type of guy that I want to work for.
This was your game in Fort Worth there, but we are coming to Tulsa, and here's what we want to tell you. This is the details. Home game this weekend. Tulsa Oilers football hosting the Quad City Steamwheelers this Saturday, 7:05 at the BOK Center. Tickets still available. They start in the $20 range for single game tickets, go up to about $40. And if you have that $40 ticket, that gets you like right next to the field. So some good prices there. Also season tickets available, and I'm told the ticket sales are going well. So be out there this Saturday for the Steamwheelers. Oilers and the Tulsa Oilers. Coach Jones, thank you for coming on the program, and good luck to you all.
Thank you so much.
Here at now 9:19, a fitness class is helping people get in shape and teach self-defense. After the break, Meredith McCown is trying out boxing. In an unusual sight at a Major League Baseball game, can you believe this? How many times this ball didn't go foul in the same part of the field?